Welcome to this video about the significance of critical thinking in cybersecurity. After watching this video, you will be able to define critical thinking, explain the significance of critical thinking in cybersecurity, analyze real-world applications of critical thinking in cybersecurity. Critical thinking refers to the capacity of objectively analyzing information and forming reasoned judgments. It goes beyond mere technical knowledge and delves into the individual's analytical and reasoning capabilities. While critical thinking is an indispensable skill across all professions, its impact is particularly significant in cybersecurity. This heightened importance stems from the field's rapid evolution, characterized by complexity and a constantly changing environment. It is also partially due to cybersecurity involving diverse stakeholders, relentless adversaries, and a continuous influx of new technologies. In such a dynamic domain, the ability to think critically is paramount. It equips professionals with the skills to anticipate the unconventional, make quick yet informed decisions, and devise innovative strategies to counter potential threats. In the cybersecurity landscape, critical thinking can often be the difference between a successfully thwarted cyber attack and a colossal security breach. So what does critical thinking entail? Critical thinking entails thoroughly evaluating sources like data, facts, observable phenomena, and research findings. However, it is not merely an accumulation of information, but rather an active process of systematically understanding and evaluating it. Critical thinking goes beyond the typical approach of passively receiving information. Instead, it demands a proactive approach where an individual asks questions, defines problems, examines evidence, analyzes assumptions and biases, avoids emotional reasoning, and tolerates ambiguity. So, proficient critical thinkers are those who can draw reasonable conclusions from a given set of information and discriminate between valuable and less valuable details. They then leverage these conclusions to solve problems or make decisions. While we have discussed the significance of critical thinking, it's essential to note that the advent of the digital age and the Google-lit culture can sometimes overshadow its importance. The ease and speed of access to information often mean that our first reaction to a problem is to find a predefined solution rather than critically analyze the situation. While this approach may offer quick solutions, it does not necessarily cultivate knowledge or foster the development of analytical skills. So, how can we apply critical thinking skills in cybersecurity? Let's look at a few real-world applications. Firstly, cybersecurity professionals can employ critical thinking skills when reading and evaluating information online. The fact that anyone can publish information online implies not all content can be considered reliable. So applying critical thinking skills will help individuals assess the validity of information and the credibility of online sources before accepting them as truth. For example, a cybersecurity analyst could demonstrate critical thinking by cross-referencing reported vulnerabilities from various tech forums and security advisories before implementing a patch. Secondly, critical thinking will empower cybersecurity professionals to engage in fruitful discussions. This is because critical thinking encourages the scrutiny of underlying presumptions, discourages emotion-driven reasoning, and supports diverse perspectives. For instance, if a team member mentions a cyber threat that they are concerned about, an individual applying critical thinking might respond by saying, "While the initial reports are alarming, let's critically examine the credibility of the source and compare it with other data before deciding on our course of action." Thirdly, critical thinkers are conscientious about the moral aspects of digital interactions, including using technology responsibly, honoring digital privacy, and upholding moral standards in virtual communities. For instance, a critical thinker will strive to create a data policy that respects user privacy while delivering the personalized experience the user expects. Further, cybersecurity is an area that is fraught with complex obstacles that require problem-solving skills. This aspect brings us to the fourth application of critical thinking skills. Individuals who apply such skills are more adept at dissecting these complex issues, designing strategic solutions, and implementing successful mitigations. For example, in a suspected email phishing attempt, A critical thinker scrutinizes the language and links in the email and cross-checks them with known phishing patterns before clicking anything suspicious. Fifthly, critical thinking enables cybersecurity professionals to perform root cause analysis, identifying the symptoms of the security incidents and the underlying vulnerabilities that led to them. In an industry where threat patterns continually evolve, this skill is crucial for developing effective, long-term security strategies rather than just quick fixes. For instance, a cybersecurity expert will critically interpret an anomaly in network traffic as a sign of a potential breach and act promptly, avoiding a full-scale intrusion. Sixthly, critical thinkers tend to question existing methods and are open to integrating new technologies and methodologies, fostering innovation in cybersecurity. Their analytical approach will ensure thoroughness in compliance and auditing processes, helping organizations maintain robust security frameworks and adhere to complex regulations. For instance, a discerning cybersecurity professional will question the long-term effectiveness of existing encryption methods and explore quantum computing to enhance data security. Finally, lifelong learning is integral to cybersecurity, especially in the face of an ever-evolving cyber threat landscape. Critical thinking helps professionals readily adapt to the dynamic nature of cybersecurity. These skills enable them to acquire new insights and strategies to counter emerging threats. For example, cybersecurity experts may allocate weekly hours to attend webinars, participate in professional forums, or pursue industry certifications, ensuring they remain at the forefront of security trends and technological advancements. To conclude, critical thinking forms the foundation of effective cybersecurity practices. It enables cybersecurity professionals to make informed decisions, foster innovative solutions, and stay ahead of evolving threats. As we move forward in this digital era, applying critical thinking skills in cybersecurity isn't just recommended, it's necessary. Why? Because critical thinking skills can empower cybersecurity professionals to better protect the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of their digital infrastructures by fostering continuous learning, critical evaluation, and ethical considerations. In this video, you learn that critical thinking involves objectively analyzing information and forming reasoned judgments. Critical thinking forms the bedrock of effective cybersecurity, enabling professionals to make informed decisions, innovate, and anticipate threats. You can employ critical thinking in cybersecurity to evaluate online information, engage in productive discussions, consider ethical aspects, navigate complex obstacles, perform root cause analysis, embrace new technologies, and pursue lifelong learning.